My name is Awad al. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am in pain. My religion has been hijacked. Because where I'm from, I had to step aside in the airport for quite a long time. One of my friends has to miss his flight. When I was doing my driver license, I had to go back and forth for 5 times, just over a dash in my last name on one of the papers that has nothing to do with the driver license requirement. Just last week, in UNCC campus, the Muslim Student Association done some signs on campus, and those signs has been vandalized, broken, stolen. Not to mention, lately the cartoons, the Bob speech, that provoked many anger around the world. Today, here, hoping to clear some of the misconceptions about my beloved religion, Islam, and give better understanding of this religion. I am a Muslim. I am proud to be a one. I lived 20 years in my country. I know the good-hearted nature of most people who seek peace. And I lived in America for 3 years, saddened by the needless conflicts and misunderstanding. The misconceptions, such as Muslims worship idols, then moving to terrorists, then closing with women in Islam. First, let's break some of the misunderstanding as to take better step in the society. Starting with an easy one. Muslims worship God. People think that we worship some kind of idols, mixing up with 2 different cultures as Indians and Arab. Arabian, they call God Allah. It's just different word, same God. People speak different language. Then, critical one, terrorism. Well, here, there's a twisty things that irritate me the most. Fundamentalism. All these people talk about fundamentalism and mix it up with terrorism. Well, it's 2 different things. Fundamentalism and terrorism are 2 different, totally different meaning. Fundamentalism means stick to your fundamentals and do what you're supposed to do according to your fundamentals. But what is wrong is to go to extreme, and that what leads to terrorism. Mentioning what the Quran stated in chapter 5, verses 32, it says, "Whoever kills a person unjustly, it is as thought he has killed all mankind, and whoever saves a life, it is thought as he has saved all mankind." I don't recognize this religion that call for extremism and killing the innocent as my religion. Islam doesn't call for that. Last but not least, women in Islam. Well, here I'm going to just touch briefly regarding the time frame, but it's stated in the Quran very briefly that in chapter 4, verses 124, "If any do deeds of virtuousness, be the male or female, and have faith, they will enter paradise, and not the least injustice will be done to them." One incident happened at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, starting with the Quran calling just for men. A woman complained to the Prophet and tell him, "Oh, Prophet Muhammad, why Quran only talk for men?" And from that time on, starting Quran talk for men and women. And I brought a chapter from the Quran, chapter 33, verses 35. It says, "For Muslim men and women, for believing men and women, for devoted men and women, truthful men and women," and keep going on, men and women, "for them has God prepared forgiveness and great reward. Quran and Sunnah repeat over and over again that God only favors one person over another based on the person's awareness, consciousness, fear, love, and hope of God. Interestingly to mention, Islam gives the rights to possess property to the women, and again, vote, work, teach, be part of the society, and warfare before the United States did by 1400 years. In conclusion, I briefly touched up on the 3 misconceptions. Muslims worship God, not some kind of ideals. Muslims denounce all kind of terrorism. Women in Islam are viewed equally in the sight of God, with men respectively, as each one rules. Final thought, I would like to say, many people nowadays view Islam in a wrong way, stereotype it without having a broad vision of what really this religion is all about. Of some political conflicts that have nothing to do with being a Muslim, distorted the opinion of many people about Muslim. Now, I hope that give you better understanding and less people take steps for better society. Thanks all for listening.